Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Takbir!
Allah
Akbar!
Allah Akbar!
Gusto ko lang ipaalam sa inyo, no? Yesterday, I was requested to craft a petition, no? For certiorari prohibition with prayer for preliminary injunction and TRO, supposedly for Senator Bato de la Rosa only, no? So, ang strategy sana was mag-file ako in the morning, but then something happened pagkagabi. I was requested to include the former president, yung ating pinakamamahal na si President Rodrigo Duterte. So, trinabaho namin, walang tulugan, and we were able to file it, no? Kaninang hapon kasi mahirap masyado, pati pagpanotaryo hindi kami pinapapasok, no? Yung notaryo publiko hindi pinapapasok. So we had difficulty in communicating likewise kasi kaninang umaga pumasok kami ni Attorney Martin Delgra, no? I was supposed to assist him, and nagkahiwalay kami dahil sa confusion. Siya yung nakapasok, ako ang nasa labas, pero it became a blessing in disguise kasi natapos namin yung petition at na-file. And we were hoping for a TRO, and there was a news kanina na may TRO. So what we did was, I, Attorney Raul Lambino, as well as Kuya Ipe Salvador went to the Supreme Court. But apparently, may nag-overtime doon, so we could not get a hard copy of the order and we could not verify whether or not the report is in fact true. But what our authorities, ang ginawa nila, minamadali masyado, at ngayon, pinalipad na po si ating pinakamamahal na si Presidente Rodrigo Duterte. Yun po ang nangyari ngayon, and even if there is a TRO, no, ang mangyayari nito, ipatuloy pa rin namin ang kaso, but we will advise the lawyers that will be handling in The Hague, Netherlands, that we are insisting na wala na pong jurisdiction ang International Criminal Court po dito sa ating bansa. Bakit? Kasi noong March 17, 2018, nagpasa na po tayo ng notice of withdrawal po doon sa United Nations. And according to the Rome Statute, such will take effect 1 year thereafter. So on March 17 of 2019, wala na pong jurisdiction ang ICC po dito. Meron lamang exception yan under Article 127 Paragraph 2. And what is that? Except those which are matters which are already under consideration by the court. Now, pag istudyuhan kasi natin yan, may matter ba under consideration by the court in 2019? Wala po. Kasi ang ginawa lamang, ang Office of the Prosecutor was conducting a preliminary examination insofar as the war on crime is concerned here in our country. Anong ibig sabihin nito? So kung wala pong proceedings po sa korte, sa pre-trial chamber, may trial chamber, meron din yan, appeals chamber po yung ICC. Kung wala pong proceeding doon, so wala na sanang exception. Wala na talagang jurisdiction ang ICC dito sa Pilipinas. Pero hindi natin maiintindihan bakit yung pang ating mga otoridades ang mas may interest na magkaroon ng jurisdiction yung ICC dito sa ating sa ating bansa, no? Siguro meron sila mga political agenda dito, no? Kaya ang akin lamang pong ini-insist na since wala nang jurisdiction yung ICC dito, meron naman tayong korte. Kung may mga kasong gusto i-file against kay President Rodrigo Duterte, buhay po ang ating prosecutor's office. Buhay po ang ating korte. Ang tawag nga niyan, complementarity principle under the international law. Dapat i-exhaust muna ang domestic remedies dito kasi ang ICC is a court of last resort, no? Ang ginawa ngayon, parang nagiging first resort na ang ICC. Mali na mali po, no? Tama ba ito? Hindi po ito tama. Kaya nga po, yung ating mga lawyers, kasi dinala na talaga siya doon. Ipatuloy natin yung kaso natin dito, no? Kasi parang kidnapping po ang nangyayari eh. Oh. Kasi granting for the sake of argument, pasensyahan na ninyo kasi ako po ay law professor, minsan sige ko in English, no? Makalimot ko nga Bisaya man day tangdag ko, no? Ang rule sana under Rule 59 Section 2, ang gagawin is kung merong arrest warrant yung local authority, yung korte po, i-determina kung valido ba talaga yung warrant. Kung